welcome back to Cuban with a Twist. We're getting ready for Super Bowl Sunday with some great snacks, great things for get-togethers and having your family over. We're going to start off with our first dish, which is a lechon nachos with cheese. Now how we're going to start that is we're going to use a pork butt, which is what I got here. You don't really need more than about a pound, okay? So I've got a pound here, and we're going to season it with a dry rub. This is a mixture of garlic and onion and a whole bunch of different spices. You can use pretty much any rub that you would like, something that you're familiar with that you enjoy. Make sure that you cover it completely. Don't miss any spots. Okay. Got it going all the way around. There we go. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Very important when you're working with chicken or with pork to keep your hands clean. I'm going to take a lemon, slice it in half, and I'm going to season it also with the lemon juice, olive oil, and some truffle salt. Perfect. And what I've done is I've already put it over a sheet of parchment paper and the baking pan. So it's going to really go from here into the baking pan. Now we're doing that today like this because it's our video. And what you really want to do is let it sit at least 2 hours or overnight. Overnight preferably. Okay? I have the oven warming up at 375. And I also put a steamer pan in there to keep the moisture in. Pop out a couple of these little seeds. Perfect. Great. Okay, separate this and our seeds. Okay, top it off with some of our olive oil. And some of the truffle salt. Now if you don't have truffle salt, you can just use any of your kosher salts, sea salts, any of the salts that you would like. Okay, gives it a nice earthy smell to it. Okay, some white pepper. I'm going to go ahead and place it in the oven. It's going to take about anywhere from 4.5 to 6 hours because you really want the meat just to fall off. Okay? We'll be checking on it. Okay, welcome back. The pork has probably got about another 15-20 minutes. We're going to start roasting our vegetables. We started off with some yellow tomatoes, sweet red pepper, and some tomatillos. Okay? The tomatillos I'm going to slice down the middle. Okay? This one I'm going to put in 4s since it's a little bit bigger. Toss it in here. I've got 2 tablespoons of real butter. I'm going to douse it with a tiny bit of olive oil. Okay, and a little salt. And we're going to let this roast in the oven for about the last 15-20 minutes that the pork is in there. Then we'll come back, chop it all up, and create our lechon nachos. Alright, everything's roasted and put together. I've got it in here. What I did was just press down on the tomatoes and mush up the red peppers. And what I'm going to do is add some fresh garlic that we chopped and the green onions. And I'm going to mix that all together just like this. Okay? Did it with a tiny bit of salt.
I didn't.
Really just a tiny bit. Okay? And move it over because we're going to start preparing the nachos. Here we go. We got our first layer. Okay? Top it off with some of your roasted tomatoes. Let's see how I can do this. Maybe grab a spoon real quick. Lots of pretty colors, nice and vibrant. We're going to add a little bit of spinach. A little tiny bit of fresh basil. Okay, and we're going to put that aside because our pork has been resting. We're going to shred it up. We're going to do one layer and then top it off with another layer. All right, look at this pork. We just pulled it out. We're just going to separate it so it's nice and loose. It's got some great flavors. Really happy with the way it turned out. No rhyme or reason to it, you know, just try to separate it. Look at that, just beautiful. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to take our pieces and we're just going to make it a mountain on top of our nachos. Okay. Perfect. Spread it out. Great. Now we're going to get some more nachos. Put it on the top. Very nice. And then here's the topper. Look at all those beautiful colors. If you could smell this. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. Top it with our pork. Top it with a little bit of fresh basil. Let's take our avocado, slice it, and do little squares. So we're going to go like that. Go across. And use our spoon. Just kind of spread it around a little bit. Oops, we have one little stray. And this is all fresh ingredients, even down to the tomatoes. Everything's fresh, roasted in your oven. It does not get better than this. Perfect for game day. Surprise somebody with a little Cuban nachos. Top off, tiny bit of salt, little cracked pepper, I'm going to do a little slice of orange just for a little bit of freshness, just around a bit. Beautiful, beautiful. Pepper. There we go. Now that looks beautiful. Okay, last but not least, a little fresh grated cheese. You know, it's not a mountain of cheese, it's just a little taste of it. We have so many fantastic flavors here that they'll really all come through. Beautiful. Here you have it, our Cuban nachos for Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you so much for watching us. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and watch us always on syndicatednews.net.